What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Alexis Rocha versus Blair Cobbs, and this is going to be a 10-rounder in the welterweight division, and this fight is going to be Saturday, March 19th from the USC Galen Center in Los Angeles, California, and this fight is going to be broadcasted on DAZN, and to get both fighters' resumes, Alexis Rocha, fighting out of the United States, holds a record of 18 wins, 1 defeat, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 34 by BoxRec in the welterweight division, and to list his one and only defeat, it came by unanimous decision to Rashidi Ellis. And to list some of his best victories, he has a knockout victory over Roberto Valenzuela Jr., a unanimous decision win over Brad Solomon, and he also has a unanimous decision victory over Shoki Sakai. And to get his opponent's resume, Blair Cobbs, also fighting out of the United States, holds a record of 15 wins, no defeats with 1 draw, and 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 48 by BoxRec in the welterweight division. And to list some of his best victories, he has a split decision win over Samuel Cote, and he also has a knockout victory over Brad Solomon. And in my opinion, this fight was really tough to predict. These are two rising welterweights, and they both are very good fighters, rising up in the ranks, as I mentioned before. And this is really a decider on who will continue up and who will possibly get that title shot in the next few years, who will get that big opportunity. I know that Rocha already has a loss, but still, this is a big fight between two hungry welterweights. So this fight, I mean, it was supposed to be the co-main event. Virgil Ortiz was supposed to be the main event against Michael McKinson, but obviously Ortiz had to pull out due to a disease he did get. All prayers to him. Hopefully he recovers. But yeah, now this is the main event. This fight, I mean, if I'm going to be 100% honest, it's even more interesting than the McKinson-Ortiz fight. I mean, this fight is really good. When I saw it was announced, I was like, wow, I mean, this is a really solid fight between two very good welterweights. And yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a very competitive fight. And I honestly found it really hard to predict the winner. But at this point, I'm edging Alexis Rocha just a little bit over Blair Cobbs. I know Blair Cobbs had a very good performance against Brad Solomon in his last fight. But Alexis Rocha, I think that he's just more composed, more disciplined in the gym. I just think that he's a better fighter when it comes to that aspect. But yeah, I also think he has more power than Cobbs. And I think that he's really just overall the better technician in the ring. But I think that Cobbs will have a lot of success here. I think that this fight will be really close. But I do think it will go the distance, and I do think it could be like a split decision for either man, but I'm edging a split decision for Rocha. I think that this fight will show a very good battle between two styles. Blair Cobbs, we've seen him come forward and be the aggressor before. We've seen him fight at mid-range, and I think he's going to fight mainly at mid-range, trying to land counter punches for this fight. However, I think that Alexis Rocha will be the one trying to bring the action, trying to land the bigger and better shots, and trying to really press the action and get the judges getting to know that he is the aggressor in this fight. And that way he will score a lot of points, and I think that he will come out on top and just eke out a split decision victory. So, I mean, this fight, as I mentioned before, very good fight. And comment down below your thoughts on this fight and who you think is going to win and what is next for the winner. Because the winner of this fight could get some big opportunities on the zone for Golden Boy. And, I mean, Blair Cobbs, I mean, he's been hyping up a lot, or he's been hyping up himself a lot for these fights. And I'm not saying hyped up like getting himself ready. I mean, hyping himself up as in that he's like the best welterweight. He's talking down on the unified welterweight champion Errol Spence. He's talking a lot of weird stuff on broadcast on the Triller fight card, which was Michael Hunter versus Jerry Forrest 2. He was, for some reason, like a commentator on there, or just interviewer, whatever his position was. But, yeah, I mean, he's got a personality like a wrestler, and, I mean, a WWE wrestler. Like, just changes personalities, in my opinion, it's odd, but, I mean, I guess it's good for show and entertainment value. But, I mean, he should get a lot of viewers tonight for this fight. I mean, this fight is a very good fight when it comes to just the level of boxing. But, yeah, Blair Cobbs, I mean, he's known for wooing like Ric Flair, the WWE wrestler. I mean, he's a very unique personality in boxing. but I do think that he will lose here for the first time in his career. And just to break down the actual fight here, I think that Alexis Rocha, as I mentioned before, will be the one coming forward. I'm pretty sure he is a southpaw. Comment down below if I'm incorrect on that statement. But yeah, I mean, from what I've watched, he's a very solid fighter. Had that pretty competitive fight against Speedy Rashidi Ellis. Had some other solid victories. I've seen him box before, but I really think he's going to be the dictator of the pace in this fight. He'll land some big shots to the body, try and land some nice shots upstairs, and really just break down Cobbs. But I don't really think it's going to be like that where he breaks him down. I think it's going to be very competitive. I think that while Rocha's throwing, Cobbs is going to be trying to set up his own counterattacks at mid-range. And I think that it could make for a really close fight with Cobbs trying to fight on the outside, trying to score points, trying to get in there and really win this fight. And I could definitely see Cobbs fight at mid-range, trying to fight off the back foot. And he might come forward at some points throughout this fight. And he will have a fair amount of success. But, yeah, in the end, I see this fight going the distance, as I mentioned before. And I think that the judges will be split on this one, and it will be a really, really razor-thin decision to determine the winner of this welterweight main event. So I think that the judges could score this bout 96-94 twice in favor of Rocha and 96-94 in favor of Cobbs. So yeah, I really think it's going to be that razor-thin. Both of these guys, very solid rising welterweights. But I think that Rocha is a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more skilled, and I think that he will get the job done. But I do think Cobbs will get the nod on one judge's scorecard. So overall, I believe that Alexis Rocha will get probably the best victory of his career thus far, as I think he will defeat Blair Cobbs by split decision. And once again, I think the judges will score this bout 96-94 twice in favor of Rocha, and 96-94 once in favor of Cobbs. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.